Good afternoon, students. We are in linear equations in two variables. By now we have discussed method of substitution, method of elimination, and then method of cross multiplication to solve the linear equations in two variables. And then in one of the classes we also discussed the graphical way and its implications, showing whether the equations have unique solution or no solution or infinite solutions. Now, whether the equations have one solution or infinite solutions. Like if you have equations in two variables, there are three possibilities which we have discussed. First is they have unique solution. Now, unique solution condition also we have discussed a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2. Then we have discussed infinite solutions, that is the lines are coincident lines. And then we have discussed the third situation which says no solution, that is the lines happen to be parallel lines. Now here unique solution or infinite solution, but solution exists, there is solution. So these two cases, when it happens, the equations are called to be consistent. And when the equations don't have any solution, then they are called as inconsistent. So you will find in some of the questions they ask whether the equations are consistent or inconsistent. So when it is consistent, it has a solution, whether one or infinite, but it has solution. And when it does not have any solution, we call the equations to be inconsistent. So to check for inconsistency or consistency means you check a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2. And we have discussed all these three conditions in the earlier class. Now, today I plan to discuss some of the word problems so that you can work on different word problems and work on them and find a solution either by substitution or elimination or cross multiplication, whatever is your choice. But my suggestion is you work on different methods and become good at all the different methods. I am discussing question number 4, first part on page 63 of your textbook. A part of monthly hostel charges is fixed and the remaining depends on the number of days one has taken food in the mess. When a student A takes food for 20 days, she has to pay 1000 rupees as hostel charges, whereas student B, who takes food for 26 days, pays 1180 as hostel charges. Find the fixed charge and the cost of food per day. Now when the students stay on hostel, they have to pay monthly hostel charges and food charges per day. That's what they mean, right? So the hostel charges are fixed. Now suppose I stay on hostel for 30 days. So I will pay fixed hostel charges and the food bill for 30 days. Somebody else, suppose they stay for 25 days, then they will also pay the same fixed charge and food charges for 25 days. As many days as you eat the food, you pay the charges. So what we do is let the fixed charge be X. So whether you stay in the hostel for 20 days or 25 days or a month, you have to pay this fixed charge as say rupees X. Now let the charge for food per day be Y. Food per day be Y. Now if I stay in hostel for 10 days, I will pay X plus 10Y because 1 day Y rupees. So 10 days, 10Y rupees. Now what the question says, when a student A takes food for 20 days, she has to pay 1000 as hostel charges. Whereas a student B who takes food for 26 days, 1180. Now there is a student who stays for 20 days. So X plus food for 20 days would be 20y, and then that charges is 1100. No, 1000. And if a student B takes food for 26 days, so fixed charge plus 26 days, and then that student pays 1180. Right? This student is staying for 20 days, so he or she will pay X rupees as fixed charge, and this is the food bill. This student stays for 26 days, so the student will pay X rupees as fixed charge and 26y as the charge for food. Now this solving you can do by elimination or substitution or cross multiplication. I will prefer subtracting both equations because then X directly gets cancelled and you will get the value of Y. So what I do is I subtract both the equations. So this goes off. 20y minus 26y is minus 6y, and 1000 minus this is minus 180, and you get y as 30 rupees. If you get negative answer in these type of questions, you must understand somewhere you are wrong. Here we have both sides negative, so our answer is positive. That is, the charge for food per day is 30 rupees. Now we got y, substitute y here or here and get x. So x plus 20y is 1000. Now this is 600. 1000 minus 600 would be 400. So then we write proper answer step that the hostel fixed charges are rupees 400 and the charge for food per day is rupees 30. Yes. Now solving I have done by elimination, right? Now suppose I wish to do the same solving by cross multiplication. So what are the two equations? X plus 20y minus 1000 is equal to 0. I am doing cross multiplication. There we know we make RHS 0. So x plus 26y minus 1180 is 0. Now I have told you x, y, 1. Then we start B1, B2. B1 is 20, B2 is 26. C1, C2. C1 is minus 1000. C2 is minus 1180. Then A1, A2, both are 1. Observe the equations. And again B1, B2, which is 20 and 26. And then x is equal to B1, C2 minus B2, C1 upon A1, B2 minus A2, B1. So 20 into this minus 0, 8 to the 16, 1, 3, and this is 2, right? 2, 3, 6, 0, and 2 zeros will come. Minus and minus plus 26,000 upon 26 minus 20. And if you solve this, you will get the same answer as 400. Now I have done x, similarly you do y. Why I am showing both the methods is you should know all different methods of solving. This is elimination, then this is cross multiplication. Then you should practice substitution also, right? So this is one of the word problems which I have explained. Now I am planning to go for one more question, and that is on the same page 63, the fourth part. Yes, everybody read the fourth part of question number 4 on page 63. That's also a very good question. So it says places A and B are 100 kilometers apart on a highway. One car starts from A and another from B at the same time. If the cars travel in the same direction at different speeds, they meet in 5 hours. If they travel towards each other, they meet in 1 hour. That means there are two places A and B which are 100 kilometers apart. Now let speed of car from A be x kilometers per hour and speed of car from B be y kilometers per hour. Now when they travel in the same direction, like this car goes this side, This car goes this side. They will meet after 5 hours. Speed is distance by time, and this, suppose the cars meet at C. So this car covers distance AC and this car covers distance BC, and we know AC minus BC is AB. Right? Now speed, this car takes 5 hours. Speed is distance by time. So distance is speed into time. So this is 5x minus 5y. AB is 100. That is x minus y is 20. That's our first equation. Now if the cars travels towards each other, like this car goes this way, this car goes this way, then they'll meet somewhere here, right? Suppose this is point M. Then we know AM plus MB is AB. Right? Now they meet only in 1 hour. So x plus y is equal to 100. Now solving these two is very easy. Either you add both equations or you subtract both equations and get x and y and write answer step with unit. That is, you are going to work on the word problems on linear equations and see that you practice enough number of questions to become good at it. Thank you.